Yisrael lev simcha. Ruach latzadik Yisrael lev simcha. Yisrael lev simcha. Ruach latzadik Yisrael lev simcha. Yisrael lev simcha. Good.
All right.
Yay.
Okay, so I feel like I can see you. This feels
Good.
a little bit better.
Yeah, I like that.
Is this okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good. Yeah.
You're right. I don't know if that's what we're going
Yeah, no, it feels good to be able to make eye contact.
and laugh. In case we need to laugh, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, did that just happen? In case we
Right.
need to laugh? Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
yikes, yeah.
You're right, it's the inevitability.
Is your mic okay? It looks like it's too high.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's picking up my voice.
I can hear you both in the headphones.
I have to run to the bathroom.
Okay. What else should we prep? Let's warm up some more.
No, just
Okay.
I need to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay, great.
So that's what I said. My first note.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Hine mato umanayim shavet achim gam yachad. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna wrangle into these clothes a little bit.
Okay, sure. All right.
Just to trip on.
Sounds good.
I'm leaving tomorrow morning. So here's the thing, no pressure. So like we gotta go away. Okay? That's towards this year. Where's our Rua? Good start. Abby used to lead a camp. She was summer camp and many summers we went to Isabel Freeman. Oh, sweet. And missionary. And so there was a lot of music.
Yeah, Freeman is an incredible place.
It is. It's really changed everything we ever seen.
Yeah, just still regardless.
Not too far. Dennis and I lived in a city called Waterbury.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's good. So, my brother still talks. We used to go. And the Albanian immigrants actually took a lot of my brother in a wheelchair at every place in Minneapolis.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
You got a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Rabbi Jody, this is Jordan. Hi. Who's just got to town for Philly. Sorry, I'm narrating now. Please.
Sorry, summer, taking some time off, but happy to be back. Nice to meet you.
I'm so jealous of your update right now. Like, it's growing long enough that it's like, it's getting harder to
Mine is like at sort of upper plane, but I like
It's a big challenge. So you're living here now? Yes. Where about it?
I read my Pronghorn my first Italian.
I'm the one that computer second one.
Can't sing with the sun.
Okay, so I'm so excited to follow you. I will be just like reading and loving everything you're doing. And if there's anything that you're like, oh, actually, we don't want to do that, or you need it, just call it out.
Okay.
Be like, yeah,
Okay.
You can't try to throw me out.
Okay.
How about that? 5 years into a relationship,
Because you're like,
try, right?
you are a rock.
Oh, I
You are
don't
a
know
rock.
about that. Just like, maybe it's less rock is Jello. I'm just like, whoa, change, whoa.
Flexible. Shape-shifting.
Or something. So what's your covenant for tonight? What is your?
It's like Wordle. You always start with the
That's
same
right.
word.
It's beautiful.
I start with Ruach.
So sweet.
Mine is like I'm living right now in this moment. Manage the overwhelm. Right now I'm alive, and right now I'm alive.
That's right.
This is the only moment I'm alive. I mean, I know people trying to hear that, all the time, but just try to connect with it.
My covenant is living fellow. I feel like we're really nice about it, and just letting them come through. Whoa.
So do you know that Ellen Allard?
Do you want to do community listening?
I just don't know where to put this.
I love our friend who's trying to
Because I can't read the
There we go.
can't go
Oh
from
my
there.
goodness.
was, it was open, right? Yeah. Open all the way till it's closed.
Okay, I will do my best.
I'm just playing what I wrote this week, just to warm up. So
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Can you hear me?
no,
Great. Oh,
There.
yes. Hello, Shabbat shalom. I'm going to invite you, if you see many rows of chairs between you and the people leading, I'm going to invite you to come closer if that feels comfortable. Also stay exactly where you are if you'd prefer. It's perfect. Wherever you are, we're so glad you're here. We're going to get started on page 10 in our Siddur number 1 on our online Siddur. Hello, everyone, friends on Zoom. It's so wonderful, and friends on YouTube. It's so wonderful to be coming into this sanctuary together.
hopefully you'll remember this. I know it's catchy words. Mike. Gordon. Okay. This is Ellen Allard's Hinemato. So there's participation. Is that good? Is that, oh, look at that. Here I am. Okay. Hinemato umanayim Shevet achim gam yachad. Hinemato umanayim Shevet achim gam yachad. Hinemato umanayim Shevet achim gam yachad. How good, how good it is, to be together. How good, it is, to be together. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hinemato umanayim Shevet achim gam yachad. Hinemato umanayim Shevet achim gam yachad. How good, it is, to be together. Again. How good, it is, to be together. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hinemato umanayim Shevet achim gam yachad. Hinemato umanayim Shevet achim gam yachad. How good, it is, to be together. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yay, altos.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. I feel like I've been singing whoa, 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 whoa since last time Dennis played it, which was since you. It's been a chain of transmission. Shabbat shalom, everyone. It is so sweet to see you here. It is so good to be together. I see people on Zoom. We're welcoming Job in Kansas City. We have Jim, who said in the chat that he was here in person last week, but he missed his Zoom friends so much, he's back on Zoom. And welcome to each of you here. It is so sweet to be here to welcome Shabbat, to open to Shabbat together. So my name is Rabbi Ariel, and I'm so glad to welcome you here. I have brown hair and light skin, and I'm wearing a headband and glasses and a blue sweater, and I'm standing here in front of the Torot and next to 3 beloved human beings.
I'm Rabbi Joey, long hair back in a ponytail, round glasses, and a big old smile on my face.
Hi, I'm Rachel Lipkin, and I have, I think it's gray hair, short glasses, and a striped shirt that reminds me of France.
And I'm Mindy Benowitz. I have curly brown and silver hair, standing here, happy to be with you.
So may this service tonight offer each of you a sweet landing place. May this sanctuary tonight open for you the possibility of taking a deep breath, the possibility of human connection, the possibility of our song lifted. We are so glad you're here. How glad we are to be together. Hine matov umanaim. So welcome to each of you who is joining us on Zoom, and welcome to each of you who is joining us on YouTube, and welcome to each of you here in the space on 50th Street. And we've been asking this question since April, and I'm just going to keep asking it because it continues to be relevant. Is there anyone here in the space tonight who is here at Shir Tikva for the very first time? And this is a question both for YouTube, Zoom, and here. Welcome. So if you want to raise your hands so we will know to welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, welcome. It's so wonderful to have you here. And is there anyone here who is returning to Shir Tikva, to this space, for the first time since COVID? Yeah, welcome back, Jordan. So it is so sweet. And I say this every week, so for folks who do come back, you know I say this, but every week there are folks here for the very first time. And every week there's at least someone who's returning here for the first time since COVID. And what that says about our community, what it is we're holding, the change we're holding, the hospitality and the welcome that we try to open to each other, means the whole world. So we're going to say Shehechianu. We're going to bless this moment of new comings, of welcomings. And our Shehechianu is on page 344. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Welcome. Welcome. So I'm going to say Mazal Tov to Zev Gilchrist, who is celebrating his bar mitzvah this weekend, and also Mazal Tov to your family. So proudly arrayed here. We are so happy to have you here. We're so excited to get to celebrate you and celebrate all of your learning over this last year. And it's my joy to invite you and your parents to join me here on the bima. Yes.
We'll be on page 2, number 2, online. Looks like we. Deb, do you know if to use the lighter, or would you like to ask for some help? I know to use the lighter. I think so. Okay, why don't you hand it off to a parent for some help? Okay, and we'll stay together after the flames are lit. One second. 3, 2, 1. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Mazel tov, guys.
Again.
Mazal tov. So let's continue together. Welcome each other into song on page 12 or number 3 in our online Siddur.
Adama fanav betoda bizmirot nahari alo. Let us praise Adonai, creator of mountains, the depths of the sea and the land. Sing praises to God, whose power is all around us. Come sing with joy to God. Lachuna ranana, ladonai, nariya, litzor yishenu. Kadma fanav betoda bizmirot nahari alo. Let us praise Adonai, creator of mountains, the depths of the sea and the land. Sing praises to God, whose power is all around us. Come sing with joy to God. Come sing with joy to God.
We'll pick up on page 13, number 4 online, Shiru Ladonai.
Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru Miyom Liyom, Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru Miyom Liyom, Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru Miyom Liyom, Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Miyom Liyom, Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Miyom Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru Miyom Liyom, Yeshuato.
We continue together on page 14, Or Zarua Latzadik, which is the beginning of the final paragraph on page 14, or number 5 in the online Siddur.
Or Zaruach Latzadik Yishrei Lev Simcha. Or Zaruach Latzadik Yishrei Lev Simcha. Or Zaruach Latzadik Yishrei Lev Simcha. Yishrei Lev Simcha. Or Zaruach Latzadik Yishrei Lev Simcha. Yishrei Lev Simcha. Lai 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 lai. Yishrei Lev Simcha. Or Zaruach Latzadik Yishrei Lev Simcha.
We move to number 1 on our purple sheets, number 6 online, Ana B'Koach, calling all the strength we need this week forward.
Thank you for the opportunity to rock out. Ana b'koach gedulat yemincha tatir tzerura tatir tzerura ever rolling ocean.
steady chain,
and in the air,
and in the ever-rolling ocean. We come now to L'chadodi, to this chance to welcome Shabbat with our hearts, with our bodies, with our whole selves. And there's a tradition of reciting the 6 Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat. Now, we just did 3 of them, very Shir Tikva-like, but there's 6 Psalms that precede Kabbalat Shabbat, or precede L'chadodi. And there's a tradition of reflecting each Psalm of Kabbalat Shabbat on one of the days of the week that have just passed. So, Sunday, what was it like? Yom Rishon, what happened for us, each of us? Monday, what happened, right? And going through the week. So by the time we get to L'chadodi, we're ready. We're saying, okay, we felt our week. We said thank you. We said oof, wherever we are in that spectrum. And then we open. And so in our community, we don't so much do the 6 Psalms every time, but what we do is 9 verses of L'chadodi. So what I'm going to invite us to do is take this opportunity, if this practice is speaking to you, and let each of our verses of L'chadodi be a day of the week. And then, what good news? We have 3 verses just to be like, oh, I'm ready. I'm even more ready. I'm so very ready for Shabbat. Or spend some time lingering, right? You can choose your own adventure with those final 3. But let's just, if it feels like a custom that might serve you in helping you come into Shabbat, I invite you to really take this practice on. And if it means you fall out of the words of L'chadodi, okay, right? If it means you sing a melody or you just sit and breathe, thank God, because our work, our sacred purpose in this moment is to come into partnership with Shabbat, to come into readiness and welcome for this day of rest. So L'chadodi is on page 20 or number 7 in our online Siddur.
Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela L'chadodi Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el hamyuchad Adonai echad, Shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet ve'elitila, L'chadodi, Likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, L'chadodi, Likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechul v'necha Ki lekor ha'aracha Merosh mikelen nesucha Sof ma'aseh Shavati la L'chadodi Likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela L'chadodi Likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Mikdash melech yir melucha Rav lach shevet b'emek habacha Ve'hu yachamon alaychem Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lo tevoshi velo tikami, ma tishtochachi umatehemi. Pach yechesu ani ami venivneta ir al tila. Likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Oh lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. V'hayim shisar shosayik v'rachaku kol mevalayik. Yasis alayich Elohayich kimsos chatan al chatan lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Oh lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Yamin u'smol tifrotzi et Adonai taharitzi. Al yadish ben parti v'nisnecha v'nagila.
If you want to come welcome Shabbat with me outside, you're welcome to.
Likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Oh lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ater ba'ala gam b'simcha u'b'zola. Tokemunei am segula boi chala boi chala. Oh lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shalom.
Chadodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. Oh, Chadodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. Shabbat Shalom. We're going to take the next 5 minutes to greet each other, to welcome each other into the space. There are a lot of folks who are here for the first time, so I invite us, let's just really sweetly and gently welcome each other into this space and introduce ourselves, and we'll come back together in 5 minutes. It's Shabbat! We made it! Good Shabbos! La 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 la. Be-dum. Be-dum. Yadim. Ba-dum.
I always do Kabbalat.
Yeah, you know, it depends on the night. I do a Khatan.
Khatan al Khatan. I've been just doing that for the past couple of years, and no one in the Kahal has ever followed me. And you just hear the people next to me be like, great place.
Did you hear that? Zoom? We're on our hot mic.
Oh, so sweet.
That's why no one came back. I know. Let's stay here. Yeah, it's hard to know how long. You were setting chairs. All right. So now it's busy. Cynthia and Cynthia, those two that were sitting there.
Ya la 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 la. I la la la. I la la la. I la la la. Oh la la la. I la la la. I la la la. I la la la. Oh I la la. I lie, I lie, lie. I lie, I lie, I lie, I lie. I lie, lie, I lie. I lie, I lie, lie. I lie, I lie, I lie, lie. Welcome back. It's official. Let's turn together to page 28, Rise in Body and Spirit for the Barchu.
We turn to page 34, staying rised for the Shema, number 9 online.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
You can be seated. We turn to the next page.
Page 37.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate.
you turn to page 40, number 11 online for Mi Chamocha.
Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai. Yai la lai lai ya la la la. Mi chamocha ba'elei Madonai. Mi chamocha nehadav hakodesh. Nora tehilo do sefele. Nora tehilo do sefele. Malchut chavra uvanecha. Boker yom lifnei Moshe uMiriam. Zehelianu ve'amru. Zehelianu ve'amru. Yadonai yilo le'olam va'ed. Adonai yilo le'olam va'ed. Yai lai lai. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני קהל ישראל. We turn now to page 42. We'll sing these words, Ufros aleinu, spread over us a sukkah of peace, which are found on the third line of this prayer. And I'm just going to invite us to take a moment and think about someone in our lives who is in need of support, who is in need of protection. And really picture them. Picture their face, what they look like when they're smiling, what they look like when they're worried. Draw them a little closer to you, or move a little closer to them in your heart, and extend from your heart to theirs a wish of shelter. Maybe there's a specific resource, a specific support that you want to wish for them, and you can send it their way in your mind, in your heart. But for this time of prayer, let's extend those resources to those who need it. Let's extend what we have and share it, that we might offer what we have and receive what we need in this time of taking shelter in this canopy of peace.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukkah shlomecha, v'taknenu be'etza tova milfanecha. Ufros aleinu sukkah shlomecha, v'taknenu be'etza tova milfanecha. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, v'taknenu b'etzah tova milfanecha.
We turn to the Shamru, number 13 online, 44 in our Sidors.
V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם,
אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We'll move in a second into the Amidah, our standing prayer, but before we get there, which will be on page 46 and number 14 online, but before we get there, on the count of 3, if folks can call to mind a word of gratitude, just one word that summarizes all the joy and goodness that you've experienced in this last week. 1, 2, 3.
Sunshine.
Swims. We'll start together on page 46.
Please rise in body and spirit. Adonai sfatai tiftach ufi yagid tehiratecha. Adonai sfatai tiftach ufi yagid tehiratecha. Adonai sfatai tiftach ufi yagid tehiratecha. Adonai continue together at the bottom of page 62. We take this time now to pray for healing of body, healing of spirit. So I'm going to invite you, if you're here on 50th Street, to please share the names of people you're praying for aloud. I'll look around the room and you're welcome to share names as I'm looking, or if you're like, no, this is my time, feel free to share the name whenever you want. And if you're at home, please feel free to share names of people in the chat so we can hold our people together and pray. So tonight we're praying for when the world is sick, can't no one be well? Well, I dreamt we were all beautiful and strong. Elna refana la, Elna refana la, Elna refana
Fana La. Good Shabbos, everyone. Rabbi Ariel is like an amazing maven of our ritual calendar, which allows each of us to have a Shabbat off a month. And so I was away last week, which was lovely, and I also I missed you all so much. It's just so sweet to be back. Oh. My partner Adele spent a summer as a gardener at a small Benedictine monastery, women's monastery in western North Dakota. One of Adele's favorite religious sisters was the aptly named 100-year-old Sister Perpetua. Sister Perpetua at her age rarely spoke, except at the end of Mass when the priest asked if there was anyone in the community who would like to give out a special blessing. Sister Perpetua would put up a finger and she would say, "For the children and for the farmers." When I told Adele that I was going to tell this story, she emphasized that the pause between the farmers and the children needed to be incredibly long. After hearing this several times, Adele would learn that Sister Perpetua had been praying, saying this blessing for the farmers and for the children for the past 85 years. I thought of Sister Perpetua this past week when I encountered an agricultural blessing in our Torah portion, Ki Tavo. Moses is relating a series of blessings that God will bestow on us when we follow the commandments. In the middle of this list, we learned that God will give a blessing upon be'asmecha, upon our barns. This, to me, read as a little bit random. On our children, sure. On our crops and livelihood, great. But barns, it felt a kind of weirdly specific. To add to this strangeness, the word for barn, asam, appears basically nowhere else in the Bible, leaving me, and as it turns out, the rabbis, to wonder, what the heck is the meaning of this blessing of our barns? In Masechet Ta'anit, the rabbis do a bit of punning. Not knowing why or what to do with the word asam, barn, they relate it to two similarly sounding Hebrew and Aramaic words, one meaning hidden and another meaning powerless. By plugging these definitions back into our blessing, they derive the following lesson. Blessings will happen only in places that are hidden or in places where we lack power. It's hard to overstate how into and how confused I am with this blessing. I have a few more things that I'd like to share about it, but before we go there, given my general huh-ness around this, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any sense for what the blessing might mean? Do you have examples from your life when things out of your power or view were blessed? Do you agree, disagree, love, hate this idea that blessings come to the hidden and powerless things in our lives? Let's take a second to think on these. Folks here, feel free to raise your hand if you have any ideas that could help me, and people on Zoom, please write in the chat. Yeah, amazing.
Thank you, Rabbi. When you, speaking to what you said about the power, when you have a lack of power, how you said that, in 12-step recovery, so I'm just short of 9 years being sober, they say we have a gift of desperation when we arrive. And so where we find that we're powerless, that's where we are most blessed.
This is
Today is the anniversary of the day I was raped 30 years ago. And the thing that's most amazing and that really struck me when you spoke to this was that was the point in which I really believed I was going to die. I really died. Part of me really died. And yet today I look around here and I look at my life and I look at how it's rolled forth and this amazing, amazing gift. And I think of who I am now that I wasn't the day before that happened to me, and in the best of ways of understanding, of feeling in the world. And while I would never, ever, I think I would be a fine person if that hadn't happened to me, I do not I am so grateful for the gift of my life that has rolled out for the last 30 years that I couldn't imagine would happen. So thank you for, I'm really glad to not be alone with that today.
I think that deserves just, both of these words deserve just a moment of pause, of gratitude and of breath together. Let's just breathe in what folks have already shared. Let's take one more set of words from the peanut galleries, but before we get there, I'd love to read from the chat what we're hearing so far. Lots of good stuff. So we won't get to all of it, and please, people on Zoom, enjoy what you're seeing here. Harry Adler writes, "I love the blessing for hidden and powerlessness." Dylan Fresco writes, "Sometimes we are most moved to share love and care with folks when they are most in need of it." Olivia Weitheimer wrote, "Barns are where many hide. In the Shoah, many Jews hid in barns. And it's been a place where travelers can stay the night. Those running, those desperate, may find solace in a kind of stranger's barn. We're blessing the children and those we may find in barns." I love it. Any other words that folks are wanting to bring forward?
Really resonate with what folks have already said. For me, when I was 21, my spine stopped doing spine things. And I had to move in with family, and I had to quit my job, and I was pretty much housebound for about a year. And yeah, I was extremely helpless. There was nothing I could do. Doctors weren't doing anything. And I would, again, never wish that on anyone. And also it fully changed my life. I thought I was going in one direction, and then I had to completely find a different reason to live, really. And yeah, just if you're not balancing pleasure with pain, why stick around? And just creating a life of meaning. Yeah. Oh, and that's why I use this chair, by the way, in case people are wondering.
Thank you all for just taking this incredibly deep. I'm going to stick around after the service if this has stirred up things that folks are wanting to talk through. So please come my way. Just a few other things. And all that you shared and all folks on Zoom as well have said, I want to own that powerlessness sucks. It's not, I don't want to give a message valorizing being in a position so difficult and vulnerable. And I'm incredibly moved by what folks have brought forward. Okay, just a few final things. I think the blessing of Assam, of Barnes, might have been something that Sister Perpetua was trying to tell the world for the past 85 years. There's only so much love and care that a farmer can give her fields and animals. There's only so much attention and concern that a grown-up can give their child. Beautifully, perhaps frustratingly for us, control freaks, the growth of a lamb or the development of a baby's brain, they happen behind closed doors, behind the locked doors of a barn and the closed eyelids of a kiddo. Many of us enter this particular week at an anxious moment in our year. Those of us who grow food are wondering what the next months of growing and harvesting will yield. Whether we should let those tomatoes grow another day, when that first frost is going to come. Those of us who have or love kids who are going back to school this week might be wondering if a certain 8-year-old will find her place or a 19-year-old they're calling. The Talmud suggests that the spiritual work that calls to us at this moment is both the simplest and the hardest. To allow the things that are beyond our control to grow in subtle and wild and hidden ways. A few years ago, Sister Perpetua was called back to her sisters that had gone before her. She died surrounded by her community of over 100 years. Tonight, let's remember her by praying for the farmers and for the children. Shabbat Shalom. We'll continue with an opportunity to bless each other. Number 17 online and on your purple sheets.
המלאך הגואל אותי, המלאך הגואל אותי מכל רע, יברך את הנערים, ויקרב בהם שמי, ושם אבותיי ושם אבותיי, אברהם ויצחק, וידגו לרוב, וידגו לרוב, בקרב הארץ. ישימכם אלוהים כשרה, כרבקה, כרחל וכלאה, כאפרים וכמנשה. יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונקה, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. יללי יללי May we be brave enough to be gentle and generous with ourselves. May we all find a barn when feeling powerless. May the sting of coming up short not long deter us from re-aiming for the mark. May each of us, extending ourselves, feel nurtured and inspired to keep teaching us and inspiring us with their Torah. May we build supports for our hidden places. May blessings come for all those who are powerless and vulnerable. May all know peace, love, and community. May our hearts join to make that happen. May we sleep well and eat well. May all who need it find support and succor amongst this beautiful minyan this windy eve. May we offer our barns. If we don't have a barn, may we offer our ears, chairs, food, time, money, whatever we have to share. May we always remember our community will always be there for us. May we always be together. May we always wrap each other in love and blessings and be open to receive what comes next. Ken yehi ratzon yesher koach, yalala, yalala, yalala. feel like you just like wrapped us all up in a big blanket with your Torah. We were just really settle this in. Yesher koach. Rabbi Joey. We're going to begin to conclude our service on page 284, number 18, Bahashevota.
Feel free to rise and bow to your spirit.
And in case you're wondering, so we always say the page number, but we actually never say where it is on the page. Bahashevota is found 4 lines up in the top paragraph on page 284. So in case you were actually looking for the words, that's where they live.
I have never been able to find it. This was incredibly useful.
Vahashevota el levavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim Vahashevota el levavecha ki Havaya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. You may be seated.
We'll turn on page 294, number 19 online, to the Mourner's Kaddish. Before we say anything, I'll read our congregation's name of folks we're remembering in our community. When I'm done reading, and I'll pause, please wave your arms wildly if you'd like to say just a sentence or two story about the person that you're remembering tonight. When I move through the names on the list, there'll be an opportunity for names that I didn't read for people to call those out, so be patient. We're remembering the Shloshim, the 30 days since the death of Lois Weisberg, mother of Mark Weisberg. Mel Ornstein, father of John Ornstein. And the yahrzeits of Ilsa Anschel, Ray Anschel's mother. Sam Berriman, Paul Berriman's father. William Cohn, Amira Cohn's grandfather.
Last week I had the pleasure of welcoming my new grandson, Zev Hagel, and Sunday is the yahrzeit of my father, Zev Cohen. I think my father's, the signature experience, my father's life, I think, was serving in World War II, going to North Africa and Europe, where he brought clean water to the troops. Came back to Baltimore, where he was an engineer, and he brought clean water at one of the big firms to the people of Baltimore. So one of my memories as a child was every weekend going to visit a water treatment plant to see how they were doing. He was a good guy.
I think we might have your dad here twice, William M. Cohn. Beatrice B. Colburn, Ben Colburn's grandmother. Carolyn Fullman, Eric Rem's aunt. Larry Goldman, Helen Goldman's husband and father of Kenneth Goldman. Solomon David Gossman, Neil Gossman's father. Alice Groff, Daniel Honig's grandmother. Thomas Hodney Jr., Christina Rothstein's father. Harold Jacob, Andrea Feshbach's father. Richard Kerr, Pat Karasov's father of Pat, Lawrence Babe Marvey, Vicki Lynn Marvey's dad.
Well, my dad liked to have fun. He was the one who played with us and got us up in the middle of the night when we couldn't sleep on hot summer nights and took us for ice cream. And he was instrumental in starting Little League Baseball back in the early 50s in St. Paul.
Gertrude Nitzberg, Eileen Collard's mother. Marilyn Offner, Rabbi Stacy Offner's mother. Bill Savrin, Jessica Savrin's father. Mary Ann Spunt, Michelle Spunt's mother. Elmer Svedsten, Sven Songard's grandfather. Edward Tepper Schiffer, James Schiffer's father. Any other names that folks are wanting to bring forward tonight?
I think it would be good to mention, again, Queen Elizabeth, because she was just an amazing person. And I mean, even though, like most of us are probably not related to her, she's really worth remembering.
Hi, I'd like to remember Anne Gilchrist, my grandmother, Maureen's mother, Zev's great-grandmother. She lived all of her life in South Africa, so we would see her once or twice a year. We used to correspond with, because telephone rates were expensive, we used to correspond with cassette tapes, so I remember doing that. And also, this past week, I lost some friends, parents of friends, Bill Nichols, and Cindy Lawson's mom, Rebecca Lawson.
Anyone else? I'm remembering this week my father-in-law's brother-in-law, Bruce, who passed away this past week in St. Louis. We turn for Mourner's Kaddish, which you can find on page 294 or 19 online. Feel free to rise and body your spirit. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah ve'alma divrach hirutei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chaye dechol beit Yisrael b'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach elam olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudasha b'reichu le'ala min kol birchata v'shirata tushkachata v'nechemata damiram be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya L'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen.
You may be seated. So I'm going to invite David Bailey to join us up here on the bima. David Bailey, who bakes challah every week for the last months, this master baker, and who is also a new member of the Shir Tikva board. And so this is David's first time making announcements on behalf of the board. So no heckles, anybody. Just kidding. It's so good. So David, come over here. I have announcements for you here. Thank you so much for all of the ways that you show up at Shir Tikva.
Thank you.
So I actually changed them a little bit, so let's use these.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being with us in person tonight. It's much a joy to have everybody here together. At the end of the service, please return the prayer books to the ushers at the table there. Please separate the song sheets and from the hymnal. Little nervous here, so I'm afraid of crowds. Okay, it's now membership season, and if you're interested in joining Certifica as a member, please get in touch. You can contact Nicolina to find out more information about the membership, the process, and what it means to support Certifica as a membership. JAMI registration is open. Please register on the website for JAMI. Tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., Tat Shabbat Certifica, which will be outside, weather permitting. 10:30, Zev Gilchrist becomes Bar Mitzvah. I hope I pronounced that right. And then tomorrow night at 7:30, we will gather together to kick off our final week before the high holy days of Basilico. Join us for learning and songful prayers in the sanctuary on 50th and on Zoom. Mazel tov to Zev and to your family for becoming a mitzvah. We'll get there. Thank you all for those who made tonight possible. Rachel Lipkin, Benny, Mindy Benowitz, Rabbi Ariel, Rabbi Joey, Gordon, is it McComb Minion, myself, David Rask, Laurie Sweet. These services are truly a labor of love. If you're interested in helping to make the high holy days happen, it is not too late. We're still looking for volunteers to be greeters and ushers and shofar blowers. Please be in touch with Executive Director Jessica, is it Markuson? Okay. If you want to get involved. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Take that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, David. And just to say, for those of you who are here for the first time and you're like, high holidays are upon us, what's that like? Please know we will be at St. Joan of Arc, which is just about a half a mile on the other side of the freeway on 46th. We do not ask for tickets. Everyone is welcome. Information can be found on our website. This is our first year since 2019 that we will be all together, and we are all together on many different ways, in Zoom and in person, and we are so excited. I am so excited to get to daven with people in the space, so cannot wait for that. Although Rabbi Joey and I are hoping that this week is very long. May it be very spacious. So we're going to continue now with Kiddush and Motzi. I'm going to invite Zev and Dan and Zan and anyone else from your family who wants to join us up here. You're welcome. Please turn to page 5 where you'll find Kiddush. So do you want to hold the goblet? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'afel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'b'ratzon
Shabbat kodecha be'ahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah v'kadesh ha-Shabbat.
You can drink a little bit of the grape juice. L'chaim, this is incredible circles. My very first Shabbat service, someone poured, like one Bar Mitzvah student poured grape juice on another Bar Mitzvah student in accident, and this almost happened again. So it's amazing. Zev, if you please uncover the challah and lift it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avot. So if you want to taste a little bit, you're welcome. It looks delicious. So I realized the fault is with the person who wrote the thank yous, which is me. Thank you so much also to our Shomrim, to Jeremy, and to Jacob, who have been holding us with so much grace for months and months and months, and who just last week helped us get a bat out of our sanctuary. So Shomrim for the win. Thank you, Shomrim.
And Jenny.
And Jenny, my goodness, thank you so much. Right, the thanks just keep rolling. So much gratitude. So we will close in song. It's 22 on our online Siddur, and I'm not actually sure it's in our the blue Siddur. So if not, it's Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Sing along if you know it, and if not, Yai Dadai will serve just fine.
Well, Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat
everybody.
Shalom.
And Olam Chesed, I just thought this, as we're thinking about the past year and the year to come and everything, we want to, I will build this world from love, and you must build this world from love, and we will, if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. So just a few words change with each verse. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Olam Chesed
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So wonderful to be with you. May it be such a sanctuary of rest and peace. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh my gosh.